Hi guys, Tom here, America's favorite hoarder. I've got wood. Miraculous, isn't it? Nice Friday afternoon. I'm off of work and working in the backyard, cutting up that tree that I had that fell down a couple months ago. Not just one tree, or two trees, but three trees. And not just three trees of my own, but amazingly, one of the trees on the other side of the creek decided to fall down on my property. So now I have 4 or 5 trees. So I needed a break from the cutting and the chainsawing. So what better way to escape the chainsaw with a little drink? Wow. And no, it's not iced tea. It is Maker's Mark. I thought about drinking out of the bottle, but I didn't want to be rude. Just a little shot. Put that there. This is probably one of the better ones I've had. But I had to come in and take a break as the chainsaw got stuck in the wood. I cut it, and when I cut it, it went and now the chainsaw is stuck in between the 2 branches. So I had to come up and get the handsaw so I can cut one of the supporting branches off so it relieved the pressure and stress from the other branch, so it released the chainsaw. It's the 3rd time this happened to me. So, as I said, I needed to come in, take a break. I started this project about 10:30, and it's now, let's see, 3:30. So I've had 5 hours in the yard, and this is my 4th Guinness. Well, it will be my 4th Guinness, and I don't know how many little drinks out of the Maker's Mark. But here we go. Cheers. Hits the spot. Wow. But back to the matter at hand. And no, it's not the Guinness. Even though I am having a hard problem. Let's see here. How can I do this? Gentle. It's on the floor. Where'd it go? Never to be seen again. Oh, there it is. But let's take a walk, shall we? Down to the back 40. I want you to see my wood. Down the stairs. I already have the saw out that I need, I think. Hope. Yes, there it is. Put that there. Stay. Do a little hand cutting. Huh. Let's take a walk, shall we? There's one little bonfire down there. There will be a bonfire. Another week or so when the branches dry up. And there is an old tree stump on that side. Stop walking so you can see it. It's half in the shade. I'll show you when we get down there. There's the tree. I know it's hard to see. There's no magnification. My little bonfire in the tree stump. The big bonfire next week maybe. Last time I had a pile here, I let it go for 2 months? No, 2 years before I finally burned it. But this is what I've been working on. As you can see, a little chopping here and there. Nice little branches. Stumbling through. Nice little logs. I should be building a log cabin. But I don't have time for this nonsense. I just want to get the yard cleaned up so I can mow the grass. Maybe next year I can mow the grass. We'll just put this over here. So we'll take a swig. Who doesn't like a nice cold Guinness? And if you're wondering about the thumbnail, that's Paul from Ratemybeer. If you look closely on the comment section, you can see my name in there. So I'm a subscriber to his channel. Cheers on the Guinness. Look at the bubbles. Back to the logs. Look at this one here. There's my hand. There's my saw. quite the girth. There's the trunk. It's a double yoker. 1, 2. There's the third tree, which split there. And there's the intruder from the neighbor's other side of the creek, which has my chainsaw and its clutches. So, as you can see, oh yes, got to show you my cord. I don't know how high you're supposed to go with a cord of wood. I'm 5'8", and this is up to my chest. High. But it goes over there, and it's what? There. The bad thing is, I don't have a fireplace. But I have friends that have a fireplace, co-workers, fire pits, and I just like to burn stuff, if you don't already know. More branches for the burn pile. And there's the old chainsaw. I was managed to prop up the branch from the neighbor's tree with that. And I think I have to just give this one a cut right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Like that. And once I cut that, it should relieve the pressure off of this branch, hopefully. And I'll be able to get my chainsaw out. It's stuck. Can you see it? Stuck. S-T-U-C-K. Stuck. That branch goes up here. I've got supported by this to take off a little bit of the pressure. Had the same problem the other day. Had to get my car jack out, 2-ton car jack. That was when same thing happened when I was cutting this one down. At least this one was on my side. Plenty of firewood. I love firewood. I love burning wood in general. Down in the creek we go. Let's see who jumps in the water first. We have little froggies. Maybe no froggies today. They've been hopping in the water every time I come down here. Maybe not today. What is that? Do I really want to know? Looks like a screwdriver with no handle. No, just wood. There's a froggy. But that's what I've been doing. Haven't been doing much scrapping. There's the root ball. Don't know how well you can see it. It's this hole here. What is that? A leaf? Yes, it's a leaf. And a root. What's that? That was a penny. I get excited over little things. Let me back up so you can see the monstrosity itself. I won't trip over a rock. There's the tree stump. The whole thing just tipped over. So, I was hoping when I relieved the pressure from cutting the wood, it would tip back over and replant itself, kind of, sort of. Not that it would live. Lord. I didn't want to have to do all this extra work of propping it back up. Well, not propping it back up, but shoveling. I seem to do enough shoveling of nonsense at work. I digress. I do figure. There's the cord again. Don't mind the beer bottles on the ground. Man has to do something to stay warm. Oh, cool. So the sawdust and some miscellaneous branches underneath this. So maybe next week I'm gonna start burning a little burning pile. Yes, I've got some. I'll leave that comment alone. If I can get it burning, maybe it'll just burn itself to where the old tree stumps. There's my foot. Will burn up. That would be too easy, I know. But there, once again, my cord of wood. My project of the week, of the month, of the last 2 months. Got the chainsaw, nibbling away a little at a time. I never realized how much gasoline chainsaw uses. I cut for about 10 minutes and I have to fill it up again. But there you have it. My life at a quick glance. Mid-September. And no, it's not Oktoberfest yet, but I will be going to one. And no, I won't be drinking Guinness. Still one of the best beers in the world. At least what we can get in America at a decent price. I'd rather have a Hessenfeiner or a Franziskaner, or maybe what's that beer with the winking monks? I don't remember. But anyway, there we have it. Quick check-in. Friday, September 19th, 18th. I don't know anymore, working so much overtime. Look at that grand cord of wood. I just wish I had a fireplace. Maybe I need to move to Alaska. I think I can make it there. What do you think? That's all for now. Keep hoarding wood. I'm glad I could share my wood with you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.